The new GTA Online update is almost here, and today on the show we have all of the news and information in regards to all of our new money bonuses, big discounts, free vehicles, extra free rewards and challenges for players to participate in, and more for this upcoming event week here in GTA Online. There's lots to go over. We're going to be diving into it all, and this video will serve as your comprehensive sneak peek at the new GTA Online event that goes live in just about 12 hours or so from the time this video gets posted. It goes live for me at about 4 a.m. Central Standard Time, so convert that to your local time zone to see when that is for you. So getting started with the new content for this week, we have 3 new drift races, which are called Go With The Flow, Gangs All Here, and Buckle Down. And we'll be talking about drift races a little bit more because they are kind of like a staple for this week. But the drift tuning upgrades are also now going to become available for the Dinka Jester Classic, the Karen Futo, as well as the Rune Chebrick. So 3 vehicles are getting 3 drift upgrades along with the drift races this week. We still have the other opportunities for the Lunar New Year content, like the Black Snake Yugurashima outfit, the leather jacket, the pendants, the caps, things like that. We've discussed that before, but basically if we have one more week of that, I'm not really going to go into it in detail because we've already talked about it for 2 weeks in a row. But now let's talk about some other stuff. So for our bonuses for this event week, we do have double money and RP on the drift races. Those are going to be paying double. One of the GTA Plus benefits, which are just included now, is the drift races are also going to be double money and double RP. So that'll be 4 times for GTA Plus members throughout the course of this month. The LS tags are paying out double money and double RP. 5, basically, you collect a spray paint can, you tag 5 advertisements and posters across Los Santos, and you make $100,000 by the end of it. With double money and double RP, that's $200,000 that you could do once a day. So honestly, that's a great warm-up activity. I've been doing that for a couple live streams now over on Twitch, and it's been working out pretty well. Rockstar split up an auto shop bonus this week because last week, of course, or currently up until the next 12 hours or so, we still have the auto shop client deliveries on bonus for this current weekly event. But we also have double money and double RP on the exotic exports coming up for this next week. So instead of $20,000 when you deliver a car to the docks, you're making $40,000. Honestly, if you ever come across an exotic export, which is one of those blue dots that spawn on the map, go and deliver that to the docks for an easy $40,000. That's definitely worth it this week. Unless you're like super far out of the city, it may not be worth it for your time spent. But if you're in the city, definitely do it because you come across a lot of them. Now we also have double money and double RP on the running back adversary mode, and of course the Lunar New Year stunt races are continuing through February 12th with double money and double RP. The new community series jobs that are going to be releasing tomorrow are also paying out triple money and triple RP, so that's good to see right there. Jumping into this week's weekly challenge for just some extra money, if you take part in 3 drift races, you will be rewarded with $100,000 right there. And now for the discount section, we have several vehicle discounts. So we have 50% off the Anus Cognoscenti here in game, 50% off the Joe Built Mammotus, 30% off the Eclipse Boulevard Garage property. So if you've been waiting for the Eclipse Boulevard Garage to go on sale, because we've gotten garages a few times in the past recently over the past couple months, and players have been waiting for the Eclipse Boulevard Garage to get 50 garage slots and 50 vehicle slots, now's your opportunity to get it for 30% off. We have 30% off the Ubermax Cypher, 30% off the Rune Chebrick, 30% off the Fathom FR36, 30% off the Karen Futo GTX, 30% off the Dinka Jester RR, as well as 30% off the Volcar Nebula Turbo. And then when it comes to the Salvage Yard robberies for this week, this isn't necessarily a bonus on the Salvage Yard itself, but in a sense you can kind of consider it from what I'm seeing here, because we do have the Fister Neon featured in the Duggan robbery, which is going to be this week's top range vehicle, but we also have the Anus Paragon R marked as a top range vehicle for this week, featured in the Gangbanger robbery, and then the Lampadati Corsita, which is also going to be a top range vehicle, featured in the Gangbanger robbery. So while the Salvage Yard robberies aren't paying double money or anything, you're making extra money because you're getting 3 top range vehicles this week instead of 1 top range, 1 mid range, and 1 standard range. And obviously the standard and mid range pay significantly less than the top range. So all these vehicles should be making you high $300,000 or low $400,000, I think, which is going to be very good. You can make upwards or maybe up to like 1.2 million from the Salvage Yard this week, despite you not getting double money or 1.5 times money on any of the robberies. Doing a top range vehicle instead of necessarily a standard range and a mid range is going to be giving you more cash for the time you're playing this week. So that's cool to see. The FIB file for this week, the priority file, is Project Breakaway. Unfortunately, we can't do Project Breakaway as well as Fine Art back to back because it's just the priority file. So one and done this week with that. That's obviously the best farming when you can do Project Breakaway and Fine Art. 2 weeks in a row, we don't have this opportunity, but that's fine. Next, moving on to our 2 free vehicles for the week, the Lucky Lucky Will Podium vehicle is the Lampadati Komoda, and then this week's LS Car Meet prize ride is the Progen Italy GTB. And if you'd like to unlock this vehicle, you need to finish within the top 3 in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 consecutive days in a row this week. The Progen Italy GTB is a great car. You might as well try and unlock it for $0 because you can also bring that to Benny's and turn it into the Progen Italy GTB Custom, which makes it even better, gives you more customization options, all of that. Now let's talk about the other LS Car Meet content. So the premium test ride vehicle on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S this week is the Grazzi Brioso RA. And then for everyone else on PS4, PC, Xbox One, as well as PS5 and Xbox Series X and S are the standard and removed vehicles. And we have the Vapid FMJ making a return, the Anis Silvestre, which actually is weaponized, or you can turn it weaponized. And then we have the Ubermacht SC1. Now at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have the following vehicles. We have the Ubermacht Cypher, the Rune Chebrik, the Fathom FR36, the Karen Futo GTX, as well as the Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer. So we have a mix here. Some removed vehicles from the game, and some, or actually, are any of these removed? It looks like Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport doesn't have any removed vehicles this week. That's actually kind of interesting. We'll probably still talk about them in the weekly update guide because I always talk about the cars at Simeon's because usually they are rare and removed, but this week it doesn't seem like we have any. At Luxury Autos, you can find the Bolakin Envisage for the next week, or Envisage, as well as the Canis Terminus. And then moving on to the gun van, the Compact EMP launcher is going to be featured for 30% off this week, and the Combat Shotgun will be 40% off for GTA Plus members. Same with GTA Plus, you can claim the L. Strickler military rifle for $0, and if you're just on Next Gen in general, you can unlock it in the first place, but if you're not GTA Plus, you still have to pay in-game money for it. Then when it comes to this week's premium race, as well as weekly time trials, the premium race for this week is Cutting Corners, locked to the Supercars class and category. Your HSW time trial this week is East Vinewood to Vespucci Beach, and this week's normal time trial is Galileo Park. Of course, no Coquette C5 releasing, or C6 or whatever it's called in game this week. We're not going to have the Titan 250D or the DH7 Iron Mule. The Oscar Guzman missions aren't going to be releasing until March, so you know, we have a little bit of time for that. It seems like Rockstar is just saving those final drip feed vehicles for that. But it's interesting to see that Rockstar kind of give us some, I guess, more unique opportunities this week. They split up the auto shop stuff from last week, and they gave us the client deliveries last week, and then exotic exports this week. They could have just put those in the same weekly event, but they didn't. They're dragging it on here, which suggests maybe once we get like agency bonuses, for example, one week it could be security contracts, the next week Dr. Dre, which wouldn't be too bad having them spread out. But nonetheless, that's what we have for this week right there. And then, of course, you know, when it comes to the salvage yard robberies, those aren't necessarily, like I said, on money bonus, but they're all top range vehicles for the week. So it's good to see that we'll be able to make more money through those. But with that all being said, we're going to wrap things up right here. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Of course, make sure to tune in bright and early tomorrow morning for a dedicated discounts review and buyer's guide and weekly update guide out tomorrow. And we'll talk about some of the money making methods later on this week because there are some good and easy ways to make money, things like that. But hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today. And if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and I will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you are more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next GTA 5 Online video. Adios, amigos.